welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, consider subscribing. I got a great video today. Well, not really a great video, but something I'm really excited about. I finally got my hands on the notebook that I've been wanting for a long time. I've been seeing it across. It's the Galen leather everyday notebook, and I got this particular one off of Amazon. It's from the same company. They sell them on Amazon and they sell them on their website. It was just cheaper to get it from Amazon for me because I have Prime shipping. So I just got it from there, and it was like 37 bucks. It was like $37, $38, something like that. I'll leave a link in the description. They won't be affiliate links though, so you have to worry about that. But yeah, I got this from Amazon, and I'm really excited to have it. First and foremost, like, I know everybody's seen this, and it's not anything new, and I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel as far as this unboxing or review goes. This is just like my impressions and like why I think this will be the one going forward for me. First of all, like, this is the packaging that it comes in. I carry it around in this just normally, like, and this is just how I use it. I open it up and I take it out and I put it back in here. I just like the presentation of this. This is it's very interesting and a very cool way to have a notebook. And people, when they see it on my desk, especially at work, people always ask me about it, like, what's going on with this, what is this? Because people have gotten wind that, like, I'm a notebook and fountain pen fanatic, you would say. And so, like, that's a question that I get fairly often. And it's a very good conversation starter. It brings a lot of new people into the community who didn't know that, like, it was this serious about, like, pens and paper and things like that. And for me personally, like, I just like the presentation of it. It's magnetic, which is cool. I stash it in my bag and I just keep it moving. And I think this is a very good gift as well for some people. Like, if you like that type of stuff, if you know somebody who does like that, this is a very good gift to give them. And you can, like I said, you can get it off Amazon. And so this is what it all comes with right here. So it comes with the notebook. We all know what the notebook says. It's 52-gram Tobin River paper. I don't know how many sheets is this. It's a lot. It's like 400 sheets, 400 pages, which is a lot of paper. And then it comes with these right here. So it comes with this, like, piece of, is this leather? I don't know, but this is like a writing pad, I guess, or a blotter. That's what they call it. And then it comes with these right here, right? So it has. So this is a 10mm graph. Then on the back it's a 5mm graph, and then this is a 7mm line, and this is the 10mm line. So you can put it in between, and then you can, like, write on top of one of these. I would assume, I've never used one of these, but I would assume you would put the blotter up under it, right? And then you will put this into your notebook, and I'll show you in a second. Let me get my life together over here. So I'm assuming it will look something like this, right? So you can write, you can have lines, and you have the blotter or something that blocks the gives you a little bit more cushion when you write. But I never use it. I think it's cool for people who do. I think it's cool to have the option. The only thing that I would say that, like, I'm not used to, like, I could nitpick on this all day. I don't say all day, but I can nitpick about it. But I don't really think there's any, like, negatives about this, right? So the paper's really good, and it's just very basic, right? And for me, I like basic things, and I like things that aren't very complex, right? Especially when it comes to writing. Because I know, just me personally, like, this isn't a knock on anybody, but this is just me personally. I know that I'll get into a situation to where, like, things will have so many features that, like, I'll get like overwhelmed by certain things, and I'll just, like, start, like, oh, it needs to have this and this, like, it's kind of like how people get about, like, they get like these gear junkies, right? So it's like everything has to have this feature and like all that type of shit. And that's not who I am. So like I just like things to be very simple. Like I know I have like that anxiety about me to where like I'll start worrying about what features things has. Like I'll go down the feature list and like I will dive into that and I will go all the way off into left field and not even do what the thing is supposed to do because I'm worried about like a feature, right? So for this, it's just basic. And the only thing that like I miss about this notebook that I miss about say my Rhodia notebook is the ribbon. That's it. And I don't even think it's that big. It's not even that big of a deal to not have a ribbon, right? I think it was just something because like I started with one of these notebooks that like I miss that. Like I don't miss having this on here. Like that doesn't mean anything to me because I guess because like I don't fill my notebook up with a bunch of shit. You know what I'm saying? Just like stash a bunch of stuff in it. But I miss having this as a bookmarker a little bit. But I think it makes more sense to just continue on. Like, you know, I can just find my page, right? So I can just flip through it and find the page in which I write on, right? So I'll flip over here and I'll show you a quick writing sample. Well, I don't have a quick writing sample. So I've been journaling in this, and my handwriting is terrible. I'm not a very good hand writer. My handwriting isn't the best. But this is the 52 gram Tomoe River paper, which is very, very thin. And it's a lot thinner than I'm used to. Because I came from a Rhodia notebook, a Rhodia Webby, which was up until, you know, until something changes, in my opinion, one of the best notebooks for fountain pens. I would say, as far as like an overall notebook, it's a toss-up between this and the Galen leather, right? I really think at this point it's just personal preference. But just to be completely transparent, this was the first notebook that I used, so I kind of favor it a little bit. But this has 90 gram paper. This has 90 gram Clairefontaine paper in it, which is a little thick. And this has 52 gram Tomoe River paper. And this is white as well, which is different for me. But it shows like the sheen of your ink a lot better. So, I mean, I don't really believe there's a comparison to be made between this notebook and this notebook. I just think that for the amount of money you pay for this, you get a ton of paper. And I think that is a huge thing because I believe these are like 20, 25 bucks. And this is like 40. And you get almost double the paper in this. And you get like, I mean, they say Tomoe River paper is the best paper for fountain pens. I just like it. I just write, and I've honestly like stopped worrying so much about it. So I would recommend 10 out of 10 this notebook, and I would recommend 10 out of 10 this notebook. You know, I also had a paperish notebook that had like 100 gram paper in it. I think that was a little too heavy for my liking. I used it all because it was a notebook that I used for work, and it was a little heavy on the heavy side, and I had to use a lot of I used mostly my my fine nib pen, and it worked very well, but it took a while to dry on when I used the broad nib because the paper is just so heavy. So with this, like, you get no bleed through, which I think is an amazing thing because this paper is so light. And this is taking a bit to get used to for me because I'm not used to using lighter weight paper. But I like this though. Like I can't my very, very first journal that I had was a moleskin, and I used and I have that video on this channel too. It's like way back, and it's like years ago from when I had that. But I used the fountain pen on it and bled through, and I didn't like that. And so I always thought that lightweight paper just in general was less. So now I'm back on, I don't say back, but now I'm on this with 52 gram, you know, Tomoe River white, and it just seems to work out. I can use my broad, I can use the stub, I can use all of that. I have so it just works out, and I'm not complaining too much about it. So that's pretty much like my impressions of it. I like it. I'm glad I made this purchase, and I believe that if you make this purchase, you will be happy with it too. So thank y'all for watching the video. Again, please consider subscribing. I got more videos coming out soon. Hopefully, we'll see what happens on the birthday and Christmas and get some new things. But thank y'all for watching.